Okay, here we have a 3D wizard chest made by Gemini. And as you can have a look here, we've got all the pieces and a fully functioning game of chess. We can move like this. Takes a while for the AI to think. And now, admittedly, the AI is not very good at chess, but you can see the animation of capturing a piece, not exactly quite as dramatic as in the actual Harry Potter, but we have still some cool animations that it created all by itself. Now, originally it was not quite so good looking as this. I had to do many prompts, as you can see here, to get it looking cool, but it still managed to make an actual game. All the pieces move correctly. You can, for example, take your pieces, everything's working, and you can castle. We've got this nice cool font. We have this starry background. We have this nice font here. It's called a Grimoire here. Reset the board, select your champion, command the board, witness the destruction. So everything works well. It's terrible at playing chess, but that would not be a difficult thing to fix, you know. This would definitely give Martin a good run for his money for being the worst ever chess player. It's not great. You have a check sound. It's in check now. Well, it was in check. Check again. See if it takes me. It does take me. See, now I'm in check. Brilliant. And if I queen, he's in check. So as you can see, it works pretty well for what it is. Oh, failed to call the Gemini API. User has exceeded their quota. That's the first for me. Obviously, because I tried quite a few iterations to get this working, it has used quite a lot, all of my daily allowance of tokens. But if we go to the history, we can see where we started. And this is what we started with. So it kind of just made a general game of chess, and everything still works, but there's no animations. It just moves directly. And so I had to prompt it to kind of work better. Oh, there's tiny animations here, but it doesn't quite have that vibe correct. The pieces aren't so cool looking. And so I used a lot of prompting, gave it some inspiration, and here we have a much nicer version. And you can see like the details it's put into crafting the pieces. You know, admittedly, not the greatest, it's still very basic shapes, but it's still put the effort in after showing the, you know, sorry, not this one. After showing it these pieces, I gave it the Google images and asked it to create something inspired by this, of the actual Harry Potter wizard set. And, you know, it's got these shields on the pawns, the bishop has the staff, the king has a cross thing, and the queen has a big long pointy stick, you know, and that's an actual horse, and the rooks look like something, not exactly castles, but you know, you get the idea. That is put these little pointy hat things, is put like tiny balls for feet, you know. It has put in effort into trying to craft some cool geometry for the designs, and I'm pretty happy with what it did. And obviously you could make every single piece better, and we could throw in the 3D models of actual designs and it would render those instead. But for what it created itself, I'm still very chuffed by, really. And if we look into the code, it's doing everything in React, and this just sets up the game, the classic chessboard. This is the animation for the explosion. So create smaller chunks and then splatters them as splatters them and expands them. Poof, bright flash. So it's very cool that it's creating these animations all by itself, creating the textures so it doesn't look so just black and white. And this is creating all the geometry for the pieces, which has, you know, put these meshes in by itself and creates from just hex codes, create geometry that looks like actual chess pieces. So very cool indeed. Not a one prompter, but still amazing what we can do. And I'm sure we could even get it to reload a Stockfish engine in here to make it significantly better at playing chess, but still very fun nonetheless. And so, for example, you cannot, if you cannot do incorrect moves, it doesn't allow that. Got cool sound animations,